Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, Saiyan Day, at this point it is done. Today, the burst mode came out, which does feel a little bit weak. I mean, you can always challenge yourself to make, the Beerus boss as strong as you want. But the minimum requirement to 100% complete it, 6,000 points, it does feel a bit weak. It doesn't feel too tough, right? So there's that, and then of course there also is the chain battle, and then that's the completion for Saiyan Day content. Overall, I would say that this Saiyan Day was very good. This 9 EZA characters here is a pretty big deal. Now, people will have their thoughts about a lot of these EZA units, mostly very negative, but I do think people kind of, they just don't really understand the way, this game is operating. Who is the character? I think it's him? Yeah, this guy. This is the exact one. People look at this guy very fondly, right? Gaming Claw, the original SSR, this is one of the OG, look at this. On Global, this unit came out on October 29th, 2015. This is an OG unit right here, right? But the thing about this character is, this is a banner unit from 2015. They're not making this guy, I don't know, even what EZA LR God Goku can do, right? Where he's got the 50% chance to dodge, stuff like that. Dokkan, they definitely do want to create characters that are good for certain types of content and other types of content, right? God Goku, the Dokkan Fest, who just came out. Here, let me actually just pull this back up. No, not this one, this one. The God Goku just came out, this guy, right? This guy is capable of going toe-to-toe with every tough boss in the game. Even the Sin boss and the 8th anniversary event, Red Zone Cell Max, the Cell Max tech event that's really tough, Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Metal Cooler. This guy can go toe-to-toe with all of them because he's a new summonable unit, right? Dokkan, they don't want to take these units that are just banner characters and have them leading these teams. And I really don't think that people have truly grasped their head around that yet. There's levels to how they're doing these EZA characters, right? Some of the Yellow Queen LRs, in my experience, are hit or miss. I think some of them could be pretty good, some of them could be okay, some of them could be a miss, right? Usually these are just complementary options on a team that can very easily destroy difficult content. I look at LR Physical Cell, Goku Trunks and Pan. Goku Trunks and Pan, they probably should have been a little bit better to help Pan out. But sort of that type of character, right? There's banner unit EZAs, which usually have not been very good. I mean, why don't we just look no further than the Cooler's Armored Squadron? This unit who came out with EZA SCR Cooler, and this unit sucked on release, right? Whereas this guy is a god. He's, this Cooler might be one of the stronger EZAs ever on release, this Cooler. The day he came out, how strong he was of an EZA character was nuts, right? So, it's I feel like I went into this 9 EZA batch we got with kind of proper expectations. Now, I just want to give the sort of quick thoughts. We could kind of rank these 9 EZA characters. Do I think that the Saiyan Day celebration was good? Yes, I do. But then again, I do feel, I'm sorry, I'm gonna come across, so I feel like I understand what the game is trying to do, and I feel like I have proper expectations for some of these celebrations, right? Here's a good example, 8th anniversary. I go into the 8th anniversary with the expectation this is going to be the best celebration in Dokkan history. At the end of it, did I think that? No. I actually would rank it 3rd. I thought that the Cooler Movie Worldwide Download Celebration, that's the best celebration ever. I think the 7th anniversary is 2, 8th anniversary is 3. I did have the expectation to be number 1, but it was still a very good celebration, even if it didn't quite hit that level. Saiyan Day celebrations, these are a mini 2-week period. This is not where they're dropping, all right, here's the Battle of Gods Red Zone and stuff like that. Things like that are just not really realistic for this type of thing. I think we could get a new Red Zone for Golden Week. I think maybe UI Goku vs. Jiren, and then we get a Universe 7 Red Zone. That's something that could happen, right? I think that is very possible for a Golden Week celebration. But, just for Saiyan Day, these 9 characters, these are buffing teams. So let's jump into this. Beerus and Whis, I think this unit is very good. This is a strong option against very difficult content. Their teams are not really filled out a ton right now, the categories that this unit is on, but they're good. They're bubbling and waiting there. If we would get, my idea is Beerus from the Future Trunks arc, Carnival LR Hakai Beerus from the Trunks arc. I think that Beerus, right, like he could lead, I don't know, 200% Realm of Gods or something like that. And then that would really make this guy good, Int Whis good, STR Whis good. Like, it could be a fun team. This unit is good to me. I think this is the best EZA of all 9. Number 2 is actually, I don't have these guys in order, but number 2 I probably would actually say is God Goku. This STR God Goku, I think this guy's very good. I don't like, he builds up damage reduction by being hit. This sucks. We just have too many characters, too many better characters than this sub-EZA God Goku who need to get hit. This is, the reason this sucks is because it is out of your control. You can't really go into the fight and decide, I'm getting him his 6 hits right away. You can't decide that because you're not rocking this guy in slot 1, or else you're going to take incredible, like, 400k, 500k type damage turn 1 if he gets super, depending upon what boss you're fighting, right? So it's like, this sucks because you don't choose for this type of character what it's like. If a character has to get hit and they're Gamma 1 or Orange Piccolo or Vegeta and Trunks, it's okay because you could put them in any slot and they could go in slot 1 with their guarding and damage reduction and all these type of capabilities. But when you have Carnival LR Kid Gohan and this God Goku who needs to get hit, and these are slot 2 or 3 characters, it just sucks balls. Like, you know, they can't give characters buffs with attack received unless they've also got heavy damage reduction at the start or guard. You have to. You have to. But I do like this God Goku. And I didn't mention it yet into this video until this point. God Goku, this AGL Goku, and this Blue Goku. These guys are sub-EZAs. Sub-EZAs usually are not very good. They're very, very middling options. I would say for a sub-EZA, this guy's probably better than I would have guessed, right? Like, if I don't typically do, like, you know, concepts and stuff like that, like, oh, let me predict what the unit's EZA is going to really look like. I'm not good at that type of stuff. But, like, if I did that, I don't think I would design a unit as strong as this guy ended up being. Probably not. That's one reason I'm so favorable for that physical Bardock sub-EZA, because sub-EZAs that are really good are not common. Now, this is the thing about these units. People need to understand what this is. A lot of these, like, sub-EZA type characters, these are units who will shore up kind of the back end of your box. So it's like, you know, think about Dokkan Battlefield, where you need, 112 characters, I believe, to go through it. This guy, like, this unit, this guy sucks. Like, if we're gonna rank them from best to worst, this guy's right at the back, right? Like, of these 9 EZAs. But, I mean, he's still kinda modern in like some of the numbers he can get, right? Like, he's better than units who came out 2 years ago and stuff like that. So at the very least, he does, like, bring up kind of like, how do I describe this? The basement of your team is raised a little bit, I guess. I mean, maybe that's not what people want to hear, but that's kind of what you could expect from this character is, you know, on, I don't know, the Time Traveler team or superheroes or something like that. I imagine some free-to-play player could get value of this guy for, like, their superhero team or Battlefield or something like that. This guy's right here. Again, I probably would rank him number 2 behind Beerus and Whis so far. AGL God Goku. I think this guy probably gets ranked by me as the worst. I think this guy's terrible. He's awful. I don't care what damage he does. I don't care that he's got additionals he could do. No defense here. This guy can't even do normal. Like, this guy sucks. He sucks. And I think they did go out of their way to make sure of this because of this guy. This guy is too good. On Global right now, he does an EZA. So for global players, this guy just sucks for no reason. On JP, you could look at this guy being, like, the most dominant force in the game, sort of. Like, that's sort of true to say that. And it's like, that's why they obviously were just like, yeah, no. Y'all are not getting, like, you're not going to make him better, I guess is what they decided. Because that's the thing about this AGL God Goku. He's on Reps Universe 7. He's on Universal Survival Saga. He, like, if this guy could just tank normal attacks, he can't. But if he could, he would be a big help to this guy. So they were like, yeah, no, no, nah, that's not happening. So you're still better off just using the UI Gokus along with STR Blue Kaioken Goku. But keep in mind, again, as unimpressive as this guy is, he's still better than, 2021 banner units and shit like that, right? So, like, you could use him on some of these categories. He'll shore up kind of the bottom of it. Next, we have Int Beerus. Int Beerus is solid-ish, but you need stuff to go your way, right? Like, this is good. This is very good. And he does have a built-in additional, but, like, if he's double and triple supering consistently, sure. If, like, Whis characters were a little bit stronger, if there was... The problem with the Beerus and all the Whis and stuff like that is they don't have, like, a point unit. They don't have, a top 5 unit in the game contender who can just go out there, slot 1, and completely carry the team. These units don't really have that. Even Carnival LR Kid Gohan, I would argue, is not that. Because Kid Gohan needs help to get set up, and he sits in slot 2 and he dominates, right? But what these Beeruses and Whis and stuff like that, they need something stronger. Carnival LR Hakai Beerus, I think, would be a W. This guy's solid. We'll leave him right here for now. Again, we're sort of ranking. Vegeta and Bulma. I'm tempted to put Vegeta and Bulma above Int Beerus right here. I think so. Do I? The thing about this character very highly resembles Physical Super Vegito right now, which is where they could tank all the normals in the game, but the problem with that is so can many characters. It's not difficult to find characters that could tank normals from the toughest bosses in the game. That's not hard to find, right? What is hard to find is characters that can tank supers from the toughest enemies in the game, which this character cannot do. But it just leads to a thing like, this unit doesn't do much damage because Dokkan is scared of counter units. That's so obvious. Everyone can tell that Dokkan is scared of counter units. They don't want to repeat AJL Super Vegito. Every, like, EZA, like, counter unit has been mid. Like, they're not playing with that anymore. It's very obvious. So this unit is in an interesting spot because I do feel if we would get an increase in difficult content, so, like, I don't know, if bosses were shooting out 700k normals right now instead of, like, a lot of the bosses can get into, like, that 500k range and stuff like that. If we had, like, a 700k range normals for bosses, this unit's value and Physical Super Vegito's value, I think, would go up. This unit's on some lower, weaker teams too, like Superheroes and Exploding Rage, so that is good. Do I put them above Int Beerus? I feel like I do. I feel like I would rank this character above Int Beerus. They have their Rage mode, which isn't the craziest, but I feel like this is a good spot for them. We could put Int Beerus there. Int God Goku, I'm not super high in this guy. At a certain point, we just have so many decent God Gokus here. I think this ability just kind of sucks. He just does 2 additional normals, guaranteed additional normals. These can't be supers. I like his super attack effect, 50% defense right here. That's a W. But I'm not high in this Int God Goku at all. I like Int Beerus and the Vegeta and Bulma better for sure. Okay, so next we have Tech Whis. Tech Whis, I think, could be good. If you want to jump into, like, a burst mode, and then you allow yourself to stun the boss, this guy could be decent. Although his stun is only for 1 turn. It's not even a 2-turn stun. If you want to have, like, he can attack debuff and stuff like that as well. There's some stuff right there. We'll leave Tech. I'll put Int God Goku above him. Next we have Int Whis. I like Int Whis. I would actually put Int Whis probably over here. I think upon further reflection, I will put STR God Goku above Int Whis, I think. I think I do want to do this. Yeah. Int Whis is good, though. You need to run him on a Bond, a Master, and a Disciple team, but he can get a 50% chance to dodge on a Bond, a Master, and a Disciple team right there. That is pretty good, right? And then his all ally support. My idea of Carnival LR Hakai Beerus, we get that. This guy is a dominant force because the way his support works too, he, like, again, pretend that there's this Carnival LR Hakai Beerus, top 5 unit in the game, and this week to be giving him 50% attack, defense, 3 key, and 20% chance to crit. It would be ridiculous. I think that this guy's a decent option on the Bond, a Master, and a Disciple category, though, right there. So there is that. So we got this, we got Tech Whis. Then we have them. Yeah. Then I probably hmm. I feel like I would put Blue Goku at, because the thing about Blue Goku still is like, saying, like, this guy's link set is good. Look at this. Look at this link set. Strong link set right here. It's just his stats are so low. I think I might put Tech Whis ahead of him. I think this is the order. I would rank the EZAs like this. So we got Beerus and Whis at 1. I think STR God Goku's 2. Int Whis is 3. Then STR Vegeta and Bulma at 4. Int Beerus at 5. Int God Goku at 6. Tech Whis at 7. STR Blue Goku at 8, and then EJL God Goku is 9. And it's just so, it's a glaring to me that they're just like, yeah, we're scared of this guy, and we are not scared. We're not ashamed to admit that we made him too good, and we're scared to give him buffs. That's exactly what they said with this God Goku. Now again, as, kind of middling as a lot of these units, these top 3, I think, are, like, I got no complaints, I would say. I feel like, well, I mean, this guy, you just let him get a damage reduction with attacks instead. I mean, there's still 3 better God Goku named characters than this guy. They could have just done that, and he would have been fine, right? You're still running Tech God Goku over this guy. You're still running EZA LR Int God Goku over this guy. And you're still running the Dokkan Fest God Goku over this guy, right? So they could have given him damage reduction with attack performed. Would have made him better. But yeah, some of these EZAs certainly could have been stronger, but this does shore up sort of the back end of your box. These are options that are a little bit more modern. I don't anticipate massive power creep coming anytime soon. Maybe next anniversary, maybe for Worldwide Download Celebration, we get some new difficult event, but they're not, like, people are now fearful. They just act like the 7th anniversary is going to happen every other week, and it's like, it's not. That's a once every couple of years thing. Like, it's just not going to happen. We're in kind of like what these bosses are doing. They're bringing characters up to this sort of level right now, this red zone level, right? A lot of these units can be run in red. I mean, you could win with, no character, just the default Cybermen the game gives you. You could win many red zone fights with many of those characters. Some of these units in some spots against some bosses can help, but obviously the top ones are a little bit better. So let me know what you guys think of these Saiyan Day EZAs. I would say for the most part, I'm not really too upset. Maybe I just don't really have this, like, crazy nostalgia for, like, this character. No, this is what I'm talking about. For, like, this character or something like that, like other people do. I don't know. But, I mean, this unit was very strong on release. And this also was a global first character. They came out January 19th. This is for global. And they came out, I believe, in April for JP. So, that's something to keep in mind. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time.